What a feeling.
Somebody help me get out! I want to get out!
Yeah. I'm trying to save my voice.
Are you serious?
Whoa!
It's Banky W. Yeah. Oh. Yes, boss.
Sounds good.
Welcome, sir.
What's happening?
Good.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
How you doing? Nice one, nice one. Woo! How far? Sit down now. What's good? What's popping? Bele, how did you manage that?
I was running for it.
Chai. Bele. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing? You all right? Having fun? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna tell me your name and something very interesting about yourself. This is for my own personal purposes. So start with you. Where you're from too. Your name, where you're from, and something interesting.
My name is Ricky. I am from Delta State. I love the music and I love to try adventurous things and...
What's the most adventurous thing you've done? Don't
Shot
be
a gun
nervous, there's no
before.
wrong. You shot a gun?
Yeah.
I haven't shot a gun. Were you trying to run away?
My name is Debbie Owatu.
Okay.
And what state? Oh, I'm from Delta State. And I love to try new things. I love to experiment, and I love to be challenged. And the most adventurous thing I've done was to jump off a 2-story building. Yes,
And did you end up like him?
no, actually, I just passed out.
Wow. Okay.
But
Hello. Hello. How are you? What's your name? Okay. Grab a seat, grab a seat. Okay, yeah, so you tell us, just for those of you that are joining us, I'm trying to get to know you guys a little bit. So your name, where you're from, something very interesting about yourself, or the most adventurous thing that you've done. Okay? So this is Rookie, Debbie, and Ugo.
My name is Ugo, and I'm very dramatic person.
Okay. Where are you from, though?
I'm from Delta State. I'm very dramatic. I'm very...
What does that mean? You're like a drama queen, or you actually like to... Okay.
I like to characterize them.
Oh, okay. So you're actually into drama. Okay.
Not totally.
So dramatize me now. If you yab me, you will get evicted this week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
We'll get serious for you. Maybe the ocean. Or do this.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. It's enough. All right. You next.
My name is Taiwo, and I'm from Ibadan. I am a sapiosexual.
A who?
Sapiosexual.
I've heard that. What does that mean?
It means someone who considers intelligence the most attractive feature in other human beings.
Bad guy. You're setting people for all the women watching you. I understand. Don't worry. Continue.
And to my surprise, I am very surprising, even to myself.
So you're surprised. You're very surprising. Okay. All right.
My name is Oji Daniela.
Your name is?
Oji Daniela.
Okay.
From Imo State. I came in through the wild card. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And for my age, I still love cartoons a lot. You know, I'd prefer paying a whole lot to go into the cinemas to watch cartoons than
Really?
actual movies.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I'm actually the opposite. I couldn't watch a cartoon. I feel like if I'm taking 2 hours out of my life to watch a movie in a theater, then I should see people moving around. Like I can't just sit down and watch a cartoon.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's something interesting about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's next?
And I love you.
Oh, come, you get a second hug for that. Thank you. That's how to gain points, women, just in case you know. In case you're wondering. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Who's next?
Okay. My name is Flourish Ago.
Flourish?
Yes, Flourish Ago. I'm from Imo State, and I'm a reserved person, like per se. What's interesting about me? Okay, I could sit all day at home and watch lawn tennis from morning till night.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is very interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Who's your favorite player?
Nadal.
Okay.
For the male players, Nadal, and for the female, I like Serena.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Emeka Nelson. I was born in Ajegule.
Emekus, I heard that's your nickname.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Nice.
I live in Ajegule. I was born there. I'm from Abia State. And then I'm emotional. The most interesting thing about myself is that I love my mom so much, and I'm finding it very difficult to love, another woman. Yeah. That's it. Though. Very interesting.
Wait. I mean, I love my mom too, but you know, go fit marry your mom.
And people they tell me, now waiting, then they tell me, but really,
oh boy. This is another session entirely. We'll table that and come back.
My name is Lami. I'm from Accra, Ghana.
Oh yes, I heard you're from Ghana.
And the most interesting thing about me is the fact that my fingers love to touch everything, keep everything clean.
Okay, when you say you love to touch everything, I was saying like what, like the guys or what? Okay. So you're a neat freak.
Sorry?
You're a neat freak.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the fact that I was like this before, and now.
So do you have are you self-conscious about that? Or you like it or you don't like it?
I'm getting used to it
You're
now.
getting used to it, okay.
And the fact that being a Muslim, venturing into music, a Muslim woman venturing into music, you have to break a lot. Yeah.
What do you mean, break a lot like what?
Like
your standards?
The perception we have in Islam that music is haram. Music is haram.
Okay.
But I've actually done my homework, done a research to find out that it is not so. There's more to it than we are being deceived to believe it. So
what do your parents think?
Sorry?
Are your parents in support of what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I want to be that one woman who will come out to prove that point so people's talent won't go waste. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Oge. Something about me. I left my house, my parents, my family home back in Port Harcourt, and I moved down to Lagos in pursuit of my music.
When was this?
Okay, after my youth service in 2010, I spent a year in Abuja and then came to Lagos late 2011. Yeah, late 2011. So I've been on my own since then, against their wishes. They've been constantly fighting and bringing down my neck to come back home. But I don't want to go back home until I've achieved something. So that's one thing about me.
Oh, well, congratulations. You're halfway there.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello. My name is Christian. I'm from Ghana.
Oh, you're also from Ghana?
Yeah, I'm also
from
Ghana. The most interesting thing about me is the fact that I don't age. You don't age? Well, I'd be afraid if you look like this as a baby, so you age. Yeah, I age. A little bit. I'm aging, but it's very slow. So can I ask you how old you are now? Yeah, I'm 27. Oh yeah, you really, And come and teach me the secret now. I'm trying to look like an old man. No, you look good. You're good. You're good. Wash. Continue. I'm a very adventurous person. I take risks a lot. I like to have fun, but most of the times I'm laid back, very quiet. that's one thing about me. I love music, and I love your music.
Thank you very
Crazy.
much. I appreciate it.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Jeffrey Ochi. I'm from Benue State. I auditioned in Accra, Ghana.
Really?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
That's because I schooled.
Oh, okay, okay.
School.
Okay.
You know, because I've been trying Project Fame for about 6 years now, so this is my first.
Really? Wow, 7 times the charm.
Because the most interesting thing about me was that the time I had to run away from Kaduna to Lagos to pursue my quest for music. I did that. That was 2008. Yeah, 2000. I did 2006. I went back again, and I came back 2008. So I've been like full time in Lagos. Then got admission in Zenith University Accra.
Okay.
Then I auditioned again.
I heard that's a good school.
Yeah, it is. So I auditioned again, and so I'm here.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Hello, my name is Kevin from Ghana. I'm from Kumasi.
Okay. We have a good Ghana representation here. That's nice. Okay.
The most interesting thing about me is that I like almost everything.
You like almost everything?
Yeah.
That's a very broad statement. Do you like Satan?
No.
You can't say I like almost everything. Almost everything, like what? Like what is that?
Like,
expansion.
Like food. I don't have food. Like say no, I don't like this at all. Like I like.
Oh, like anything
anything,
you'll go
like,
with it.
I am okay with. I can do with almost every character. No matter how your character is.
You're very tolerant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I love to run a lot.
Well, even that's probably why you ended up like this. So I would maybe reconsider that one just a little bit. Going forward. I'm just messing with you. Okay.
My name is Shola. I'm from Kogi State,
Okay.
Nigeria. That's the Jerusalem of Nigeria.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Why do they call it that?
Yeah, surrounded mountains, mountains and all that. A very beautiful place to be.
Okay.
One of these days we'll get there.
Yeah,
Oh,
hopefully,
yes.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And I auditioned here in Lagos.
Okay.
Lagos. One of the interesting thing about me is that I can be a little bit reserved. I'm emotional. I love beautiful women with the combination of brain
I can
and beauty.
identify with that.
Oh yes, oh yes. And I love your music so much.
Thank you, sir.
You.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, cool. It's nice to meet you guys, man. What's your favorite thing about being here and your least favorite thing about being here? Anybody can answer. It's open.
My favorite thing about being here is the fact that I get to meet new people, because I'm the type that is almost every time is like, if I'm not working, then it means I'm home.
Okay.
I don't have so many friends. I have just a couple of friends, and they themselves, they are like me. So it's even hard to see each other. We just talk on phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So being here and living here with all these guys for like 5 weeks now, it's really amazing. It's really
What's
amazing.
your least favorite thing about being here?
My least favorite thing about being here is the fact that you would have to contain everybody.
You have to what?
Like contain everybody's flaws.
Oh, okay.
All of them have their own flaws. I have my own flaws. So to live with a lot of people, you would need to get to know what this guy doesn't like, what he likes. So at a particular point in time, you wouldn't step on his toes and stuff like that. It is kind of really hard. But it is, that's the thing I don't find interesting, because I like to sometimes be myself, and you might be yourself, yes, having fun, but the other person might not probably at that particular point in time be in that mood.
In the mood for that.
You understand? Yeah. But then I enjoy everything.
My favorite thing about being here is the fact that I get to explore a lot and, perform on stage, the stage that I've never performed on this large scale, and, share myself with the rest of the world. And it actually just gives me an insight of what the real world out there. You've been there before, so you know how it is being on stage and all of that. And my least favorite thing is the fact that we have to live with every single person here, and it's actually like a typeface of the people out there, the people you meet in this industry. Each and every one of us is like an example of the kind of people you live there. So it's actually trying to learn how to understand people and know when to react and when not to react, because when you get to the real world, that you're going to meet this kind of people, or even worse. So it's learning different characters and even learning how to, you know, get better with your own character, because living with these people helps you to realize who you are deeper. It just like magnifies your character on a larger scale. So that's it. It's actually a list, and also there's a good and a bad.
It's a good and a bad thing. Somebody else? Lami, what's your favorite thing and your least favorite thing about being?
My favorite thing here is...
I have a friend called Lami. Do you know Lami, the singer? You guys know Lami? Yeah. Lami Phillips. Yeah. Okay, continue.
Okay. The fact that I'm learning a lot, you know, musically. If you compare Christians and Muslims, we are not exposed to do, re, mi, fa, so, that thing.
Okay,
yeah.
That's a good point.
We just grow up listening to songs. That was how I was before coming here.
Okay.
But now I've learned to identify do in my song, and I'm really...
That's good, that's good. So you're getting like musical
Yes.
experience, I guess,
Yes.
or knowledge. Yeah.
And being able to accept my body and use it, but still that.
Okay. And what's your least favorite thing?
My least favorite is when these people have to make me talk.
So right now is not a favorite moment of yours because we're making you talk. Okay.
Have to make me talk. Yeah. And the fact that, you... I don't even know how to say it.
What? Go ahead, say it. It's okay. You can't. There's no wrong answer. Go ahead.
Okay. You clean the spots, and the next minute you find something else.
That must be tough as a neat freak. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't it easy for someone to just see the trash and drop it in? You know?
I used to frustrate my sister like that a lot. Because when I take something off, I leave it where I take it off, right there. If I remove my shoes here, that's where it's going to be. So I'll be one of the people that you wouldn't like very much, but okay. Okay, cool. Anybody else? Go ahead.
The most interesting part of the entire journey for me has been the pressure of work.
Okay, that's a good point.
Being able to stand despite all the pressure that's been put on us, the workload is heavy. Every day you wake up maybe by 5 in the morning and you're up till late at night working. You don't go back to your room, you're out doing something every day of the week. Being through that process, I'm still standing. For me, it's been a lot of fun. The ride has been tough, but it's been really exciting for me. So I'm enjoying all the classes that we have put together. Mommy J is teaching us a lot about characterization. Ben is the music maestro. He's shaping all of our voices. He has been under her class. Has been really good for me. Yeah. Because
I've been meaning to actually work with her. She's supposed to train me, but we have not found the time. But it's okay. It's amazing. You people are enjoying it. This is first class.
Coming here thinking that you're a musical, magical singer, and then you just jam a person like Missy Gay, and then you realize that you're just...
Yeah, every time I run into her, I feel that way. So don't, it's okay, it's okay.
So it's exciting.
Are there any relationships in there? Is anybody liking anybody that we need to know about? You know what I mean? Do you feel like sharing?
Well, honestly, they're dissolving.
They're dissolving because the competition is getting
really
okay.
Hard. So people are becoming themselves and focusing more on
My brother, speak for yourself.
Okay, speak for yourself. So what's happening? Just tell me what's happening.
For me, I'm solo. I just like going solo.
Yeah, solo. Okay. Here's a fun question. If you could pick somebody other than yourself to win, who would it be and why? Real quick, short answers. Start from you. Other than yourself, if you could pick somebody else to win. Oh. Wait, who's Emekos? Okay, all right. You. If you could pick somebody. Are you here with us? Come on. Come back down. Okay. If you could pick somebody other than yourself to win, who would it be? And why? You didn't tell me why. Why Emekos?
Because he has this amazing personality.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. You.
I'll pick Shalal because I've seen his determination. So
Why is that? Why are people coughing? Shola? How many times did I call your name?
No idea.
She said it very softly. Oh. She has an amazing personality. Okay.
I know Shalal and I've seen him, over the years.
Oh, you've known him before the house?
I've known him before, but I've I know that he's been really pushing like for a very long time, and I see his determination and
Oh,
efforts too.
okay. Okay, Shala. We'll let it slide. Continue. Yeah. Okay.
Emeka, when we started out this competition, Emeka seemed like the least likely person to win this competition. Yes. And where we are right now, Emeka, judging by our last performances, if anybody would have won this competition last week, it would have been Emeka.
Wow.
It's because he stood tall amongst all of us.
Oh, man. Fantastic.
He grabs all the information and he puts it in, and you can see him putting it to a lot of
Nice one, nice one. Okay. Who's
For
next?
me, it would be Emekus because...
Emeka for president.
Because I did tell him that even as a fellow contestant, if I were not on Project Fame, I would be his fan.
Yeah. Okay. Who's next?
For me, it would be Geoffrey.
It'd be
Geoffrey.
Who's that's you? As a bad guy. Yes. Well, please tell us why.
I think he's multi-talented and he's been really focused the past 1 week I've been here.
Okay.
And yeah, he deserves it.
Okay. You?
Clement?
That's the guy with the broken leg.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because of his leg is broken
No.
or what?
No, because he's grown, like, since we got in here and he had this really tiny voice, and right now he's something else. He's
Okay.
growing every day.
All right. Emekus.
So, for me, I would say Flourish. Flourish, because she has this wonderful voice, you know, that can, you know, pierce into your heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing you guys. You guys will sing for me before I leave here. Oh, yeah? Go ahead.
Okay. I'm looking at Emeka.
Emeka
Because
for
right
president.
from when every other person thought he was down, I still saw something in Emeka, right from top 24. He has that humility that carries people everywhere. And that's just it.
That's good. It's good to be humble. You?
For me, it would be Clement. And it's Clement because we've seen the transformation overnight. He's happened overnight. One day, he's this guy that has the tiniest voice in the academy, and then the next day, he goes on stage and wows everybody and gets a standing ovation. So, and then despite his injury, he's been fighting. He still goes out there to give his best. He still floors us. He goes out there and gives a very wonderful performance. So it would be Clement for me.
Clement too, because for the past few weeks that we've been here, I've seen a transformation. Like, it's been very rapid, very, very rapid. Overnight, Clement is flooring everybody in this house, including myself. And I respect that a lot. Despite his leg, he still stands tall, and I respect that.
Nice.
For me, I kind of have a tie though, but...
Okay, who and who?
That's between Clement and Emekus.
Okay.
Yeah, because these two people are, you know, they are fighters. I call them fighters. And I also call them politicians. Yes, because
well, clearly, because they would win the election. You know.
Yes, so, you know, I love the fact that, okay, they have this driving force in them. When we came here initially, it was more like, you know, human perspective, the way we judge things facially and, you know, with what you see and hear. If you want to judge them, so boy, these guys, they don't get a chance at all.
Yeah.
I'll go far past these guys. You know, things like that. But over time, all of a sudden, it's not about who you think, it's about what the people think. And so far, so good. The people think that these two guys here are the best so far for me. And that's what I also think. That's what I think. Because Emeka has really improved beyond my imagination. Even Clement's performance, the way he performs, even with his leg there, he's still, you know, doing that. And people are still feeling the vibes and everything. Both of them, for me, they're my choice.
Okay. Clement, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Myself too, I think I have two people in mind.
Okay.
That's Christian and Ogechukwu.
Sorry, remind me, who's Christian?
And this guy.
And then who's...
And Oge.
Oge, okay.
Yeah. With Christian, because he has this energy on stage. His was everybody had to learn how to be very a little bit hyper on stage. But his own, he was even told to calm it down and control it.
Wow, okay.
So you can't imagine like the vibe.
Yeah.
And when he's singing, he bounces everywhere. I mean, he's very good. Cool. And okay, because she has been very focused. She's one of the most focused people in this academy right now. And I think with the transformation that she too is getting, it's likely she might have the crown.
Okay, Shala?
Yeah, I think for me, it's going to be Emeka. I love the passion that he brings on the table every time. It can be a face. So I've seen him grow over the few days right now, over the few weeks that we've had, and it's so amazing. He's got a very great personality, and everyone is good though.
Cool. Okay. Okay, cool. So you know, I want to kind of just encourage you guys, tell you one or two things, and then you know if you have any questions for me, you're free to ask them. First of all, congratulations on being here and making it this far. I read somewhere a long time ago that the graveyard is the richest place on earth, right? Miles Monroe, yeah, because there's so many people die with their dreams and ideas that could have changed the world or inspired the world or whatever, and they die there. Because what happens is everybody dreams, but very few people wake up and start trying to make that dream come true. And you've taken the first step in that by putting yourself, some of you 7 times, you know, and not giving up on that and just sticking to it and trying and trying and trying, and you've made it here. So that's a success, you know, in and of itself. So congratulations on that. You know, I'm personally very proud of you for sticking to it and making it this far. The second thing I want to say is that obviously one person is going to win this, which means that of everybody sitting here, most of you are going to be heartbroken at some point, and you have to remember that. But what's more important than that is it doesn't really matter who wins, okay? If you think about the history of competitions, talent competition specifically, so Project Fame's history, it doesn't really matter who wins. I think, you know, if you think about the history of it, it depends on what you do with this platform and what you do with your time on stage and what you do once you leave here. The real competition starts once this show is over. Because guess what? After season 7 of Project Fame, there'll be a season 8. And this crowd that is here every week in the studio, you know, cheering you, once the competition is over, you need to go and earn that crowd. You need to go and win people over, and you understand, you need to, you're not going to have the benefit of singing other people's songs that they already know. You need to come up with your own material and sell that material. So the real journey starts, you know, when it's over. You know, they say you can win the battle, but you didn't win the war. If you win the war, then the battle doesn't matter. You understand? So you give 100% here, excuse me, week in, week out. You try your best. You listen to your coaches, and you go out there and you give 110%. But as some of you, you know, get, you know, voted out, or, you know, whatever the process is, it doesn't really matter as long as you know, the same drive that you had to try out year in, year out to try and make it here is the same drive that you need when you leave here, when you go out and you're in studios and you're working with producers and you're opening for people that, you know, you're facing a crowd that doesn't even know who you are. That's what you need, and that's what counts. So again, remember, you know, the show is great, and of all of the talent shows in Nigeria, I think Project Fame has the best track record of making actual stars. But it's also because of those individual people's determination, right? Because this is season 7, and Chidima is an alumni, Yaya, Praise, you understand? Now, there are some people who have not yet done as well as some of the people that you know, and we pray that they'll get there. But the reason I'm telling you all of that is to tell you that it depends on you. and depends on what you do. And mom is like one of my favorite examples when I'm talking to talent show people, because she didn't win the show, you know, so she could have finished, made it all the way to the end. Imagine how that is. You come all the way to the end and you lose, right? So you can sit there and cry and be upset that, oh, I didn't make it or whatever. Or you can take that platform and you can take those fans and take, you know, that limelight that you've had for a couple of months and push it into something else and force it to happen. And that's what I want to inspire you to do. Somebody's going to win, and that's great. Congratulations to whoever that is in advance. But for everybody else, what you do when you leave here is the most important thing. That's the real competition. That's life. You know, here, MTN, God bless my MTN family, MTN organizes the crowd for you. And they're going to shout, they're going to cheer for you if you do well. And they will encourage you even when you don't do poorly. That's not really real. What's real is getting out there and being, I'll tell you some of my story. When I came back, we used to show up so early to events and stuff because we weren't even sure if we would get in. Talk less of getting on stage and getting 5 minutes to perform or sing or whatever. And every time you're on stage, you're trying to win a new fan. You're trying to gain somebody, you know, to like what you do. And that's the real competition. That's life. And that's what you're setting yourself up for. So, you know, be encouraged, do your best, you know, give 120% every time. But even if you don't make it here, it's still possible. You can still make it, you can still be successful. You know, hold on to the dream. And don't let the dream just be about this show and this season. You know, it's the dream. So pursue that and do the best you can do, and I wish you the best of luck. Any questions for me?
Okay, as someone participated in a talent show and the show is over, what should be the next step?
Your next step, I always say that you kind of start, you dream big, but you start small and you start where you are, right? So God never gives you everything, but He gives you enough to start. And so how do you start? You look at what is directly within your area of influence. So, you know, the show is over. You already, all of you have fans. In fact, I posted online that I was coming here, and if you see all of the message and everybody, I don't want to start reading it because it would take forever, but they were like, oh, tell this person that I love him, tell this person that I love her, that, you know, you guys have, each of you has fans out there and people that love you. So you take that fan base and you work that fan base. You get back in the studio because the most important thing is the music that you make. You know, your packaging, your styling, your personality, all of those things are peripheral. The base, the foundation is the music that you put out. And on this show, for the most part, you're singing covers, right? Yeah. And that's the song that's already been big that people know. So probably the most important thing, even for the winner or for anybody else, is the music that you create once the show is over. Because now you need to create your own song that hopefully somebody will sing a cover of someday. So you focus on that. Get with producers, you know, put your best foot forward, you know what I mean? All this time that you're listening to these songs, take something from each of it and learn how to write. You know, and if you don't know how to write, then find people that know how to write. And focus on making the best possible music that you can make. That's one. Two, be true to yourself and the music that, who you are as an artist and the music that you want to do. A lot of times I get demos from people and I can hear who they're trying to copy. So somebody brings me a demo and I can hear that he's trying to be like Wizkid or Davido or whoever. You understand? And the danger with that is that person is already there. So if you're coming in trying to sound like what you hear on the radio or an artist that you like, then when people are looking for that, they'll go to that person. You know, at best you're an imitation of that person. But if you know, kind of create your own lane, you know, and be unique and be fresh and be innovative, then people will come looking for you. When I was coming to Nigeria, I had so many people telling me that, oh, you want to sing R&B, all this something, that no, Nigerians don't like that, that you have to be like the Banj, you know, and be King Kong and this, that, you know, whatever. And that, you know, when Nigerians want R&B or whatever, they go to R. Kelly and Usher, that they'll never accept it from you. But the way I saw it was, you know, on my best day, I can't be the Banj, right? I can't be P-Square. I mean, I dance, but I dance in a funny, silly way just to entertain myself, but I'm not P-Square. But on their best day, they're not going to sing Strong Thing. They're not going to sing Don't Break My Heart. They're not going to sing Would You Be My Lover? Yes, no, you know, and that's who, you know, I am, and that's who I've been. So, you know, I believe very strongly in creating your own lane, doing exactly what you want to do. So focus on the music, be yourself, be an individual, be different from the rest. And then, you know, networking is important. You're here, you're dealing with judges, you're meeting artists, you're meeting producers. You know, get in that circle, go out, go to events, you know, any chance that you get to perform, and then work that fan base that you have. This is a great platform for everybody, not just the winner. You have, you know, fans that love you. And, you know, in these days of social media, you don't need $1 million to promote something, you know. Get on the internet, get it on the blogs, you know, tweet it, let your fans tweet it. You know, just be creative about how you get the music out there, and then you'll see it start to grow. A lot of times what happens is you kind of count on things spreading virally. So if your fans like your music and they're sharing it with each other and they're giving it to people who they want, that's how you build that buzz. And as the buzz builds, you will run into people who will help you take that to the next level. But you have to do the groundwork by yourself. If you sit down in your house and say, oh, I can sing, Jesus Christ is not going to come into your house and put you on top of a stage. But if you go out there and you put yourself out there and you do the best that you can, things will start to happen. But you got to take care of the foundation. Another question.
I wanted to ask what the starting point of your accomplishment
is. As in the way you started.
For me?
Yeah, because I've been following you, and I heard you were on a talent show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how it all started. Okay,
well, I was on a talent show, but it was a very small talent show. And so imagine like if, okay, so this is Project Fame, right? Which is for West Africa, I think. Yeah, it's for West Africa. Now imagine there was a Project Fame island. So it wasn't West Africa, it wasn't Nigeria, it wasn't Lagos. It was like a small portion of that. So that's I'm just trying to show you the talent show that I won. Like it wasn't like I didn't do this, what you guys are doing. I did like some local thing. I was in New York at the time. So I won the Albany Idol thing. And what I did was I basically started in my neighborhood. And so, you know, prior to winning it, I had already been out, I'd started recording, and I couldn't find the right record deal. So I started my own label, EME. EME, that you know today, I started in my dorm room in university. And because I couldn't find a label, I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna start my own company. Jay-Z was one of my favorite artists, and I read his story and how like he couldn't find anybody to support his music. So him and his friend, they got together, they started their own company. So I started EME in my dorm room with my best friend. And, you know, I would record, then we would print up CDs, put them in the trunk of my car. I had one very beat up car that once you drive over 60 miles an hour, it would be shaking like this. And we would put it in the trunk of my car, print CDs, paste them on the side of the car, and drive around in the neighborhood and go and sell the CDs for $5 a piece. And so we would go to a hair salon, all the hair salons, all the nail salons, all the massage places where women would go, because I sang, so I knew that, you know, my market was primarily women, and then when you get the women, the guys just come along because we like women anyway. So we would go to hair salons, and, you know, we'd talk to the owner that, oh, you know, we're young boys, we just started something, want to know if I can sing for the customers. And sometimes they would kick us out and say, no, we don't want that here. But sometimes they would let me sing, and I would sing, and, you know, we'd sell the CDs for $5 a piece. We quit our jobs. I was going to school, but we quit working, and that's how we made money, was selling my CDs for $5 at all the nail salons and hair salons and all of that, you know, in the neighborhood. And then I won the competition, so it kind of made me like a neighborhood celebrity, sort of, you know, where, you know, people, because everybody knew me. This is the guy that goes to all the hair salons and sells his CDs and all of that. And truthfully, that was the beginning of any kind of accomplishment, because if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be here. So my profile just grew, and then at some point, some TV stations heard there's this young African/American guy that's going around and selling CDs, and that's, you know, his business and all of that. So they covered me. So I got some TV coverage, just, you know, little things. And it just started growing. And then, you know, I started performing at a lot of Nigerian, you know, the Nigerian community in America would have like reunions and things like that. So I would be performing at all of those things. And it just grew from there. So people started playing my stuff on the radio in Yankee. People started playing my stuff on the radio here. And, you know, it was just, you know, I wasn't one of those people who had like a huge win overnight. Like it was just a lot of not taking no for an answer and just saying, okay, I believe I'm meant to do this thing. I believe this is my calling. I believe I can be good at this. So I'm just going to keep trying, and I'm just going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. And it grew and it grew and it grew, and then it grew to the point where I decided to take a risk per se and move back to Nigeria and push it further here. And, you know, that's how it happened for me. It's just, you know, there wasn't any big moments that made it, oh, I won Project Fame, West Africa, and now I'm a star. Like, I didn't have that. I just had like a lot of little wins and just a bucket load amount of determination to not take no for an answer, and to keep going and to keep trying and to keep getting better and to keep working on it. And now we're here, so we thank God.
What's your family like? Because okay, I understand the fact that you schooled abroad. What was it like for you? Your dad and mom, were they in support, you know, of your career?
Yeah.
So like, because I don't know, to start with, I don't know what you studied in school.
Yeah.
So what was it like for them? Because after you've taken your child to school and then they study maybe medicine or they studied economics, and then they leave school only for them to be a musician. Yeah. So what was
I'll tell you the family story. So God bless my parents and my siblings. For me, my parents had always known that I wanted to be in music, I wanted to sing, I wanted to be a musician. In fact, when I was growing up, they were always worried that I would quit school, or in fact, the way they used to punish me as a child was they would cut off all of my music activities. So they would ban me from the choir, from all my musical groups, and say, you must stay at home. That was punishment. That was like, that's how because they knew that that's where my heart was. Yeah. So when I graduated secondary school and then I was going to university, you know, I think times have changed now where a child can tell their parents that they want to be a musician and it's okay. You know, at certain points that wasn't the case. So, you know, I couldn't go to my parents and be like, oh yeah, now I'm going to go to school to study music. Like it just, you know, they wouldn't have gone with that. So I studied engineering. I studied industrial engineering. And, but you know, again, I was always doing music on the side. And when I graduated, I got a really good job for an engineering company in New York City. And, you know, so I started that, but my heart wasn't there. Like every day I was at work and I was just waiting to like go at night to go and record or to go and perform over the weekend or whatever. And so it just kept eating at me that I don't want to be sitting in front of this computer. I don't, you know, this is not where I want to be. So as the music grew and when it came to the point where I decided that I wanted to move back to Nigeria, it was very tough for my parents to understand because, first of all, they didn't live in Nigeria anymore. So to tell them that, oh yeah, I'm going to quit my really good job after going to school all of these years and getting a good degree, I want to go back to Nigeria by myself and, you know, try and make this happen. You know, it was a bone of contention, to be honest. But the reason it is, and I don't know who else is having family, somebody you mentioned it. The reason it's a bone of contention is because they love you, right? Because if they didn't love you, then they wouldn't care.
Yeah, that's true.
So they'd be like, you know, if they didn't love you, they'd tell you, oh, whatever, do whatever you like. And their parents like that, you know. But when your parents really love you and really care for you, they worry. And so they want to make sure that you're going to be okay. And in their minds, they're doing the right thing for you by telling you, don't do this, don't something, this doesn't make sense, you know, go to school, go to work, you know, all of that. And I knew that. So it was a little bit easy. I've always been a big picture kind of person. So a lot of times when things are happening, I'll take a step back and look at the big picture and say, okay, well, I understand why this person feels like this. So I understood why it was making my mother afraid and making them fight me on it. And, you know, I was doing R&B, which wasn't like gospel music, which was also a tougher thing for my mom to understand. God bless her. So, but I wouldn't let up. And I remember at one point, there was a time my mom was really, really upset because she was like, you want to sing, you're in New York. Sing in New York, you know, what are you going back to Nigeria for? It's dangerous, there's this, you're hearing about armed robbers and kidnappings and all of that. And I remember one day I called my dad and I said, you know, I've gotten my degree and, you know, I feel like I need to do this. Like, I don't know how else to explain to you, but I feel like if I don't do this, for the rest of my life, I'll regret that I didn't even try. So I asked my dad, and you know, the other day we spoke about it again, but I asked my dad, I said, if you can please just give me your blessing for 1.5 years, just ignore me. You know, like I'm not, you know, I'm a smart enough guy where if something isn't working, I'll try something else. So I can always go for 1.5 years. If I don't see any signs that it's going to take off, I'll come back. I'll get a master's or I'll get another job. I have a great degree, you know. But for my own sanity, I need to go and just give what I want to do a shot. I've done the school thing, I've tried, but it's, you know, I've gotten my degree. It's time for me to do this. And, you know, my dad was like, okay, you know, to be fair, I had gotten my first degree, my bachelor's. And he was just like, okay, you know, if you feel like this is what you need to do, you have my blessing, go ahead. You know, but be careful, you know, parent talk. And in 1.5 years, it hadn't really taken off, but there were some signs, you know. Oh, let me tell you one more interesting story. So I moved back to Nigeria, Valentine's Day. Am I talking too much? No. Are you sure? Okay. Tell me, oh. Okay. I moved back to Nigeria, Valentine's Day 2008. And my first year here was really hard. Because like I said, that's when the grind starts, right? When the show is over and nobody knows who you are and you're struggling. So all of the money that I had racked up from my job in the States that I had moved back with, I had spent. At the time, I was borrowing $5K from my manager every week, every Monday or every week and a half, 2 weeks, because I needed to put money, fuel in the car and buy recharge cards. Like, that's how I was getting around. I was living in my manager's house on the mainland, and I was struggling. And you know, fame comes before fortune, right? So I had done the evicted song and video, so some people knew my face and they knew who I was, but I wasn't making any money. And so I had depleted all, and so I'd be driving my car, and my car would break down. My car broke down everywhere. Third Mainland, Awolowo Road, in Ikeja, Alausa, everywhere my car would just stop. I was driving some, I don't want to call the name of the car because the guy that owns the company is now my friend, so let's just leave it. But the car would break down everywhere. So it was really, really tough for me that first year. And January 1st, 2009, well, December 31st, 2008 into January 1st, 2009, I went to church for the overnight, you know, watch nights, Passover service, which I still try to do now every year because I feel like it's a good way to bring in the year. Anyway, so I went to church and I prayed and I said, God, you know, I really feel like this is where I'm meant to be, but it's so hard. Like it's so tough right now. And I was starting to doubt whether I had made the right decision because it was really, really hard. And after church, January 1st, I took a friend, because my church was on the mainland in Ilupeju, so I took a friend to drop her on, the girl I was seeing at the time, to drop her on the island with her cousins and stuff. And, you know, at the time, there were some cardinal rules about moving around in Lagos, which is like, one, don't cross the bridge between midnight and 5 a.m. Otherwise, you might run into armed robbers, especially during the first festive season. So by the time I dropped her, it was now like maybe 12:31. And I was like, I don't want to drive back over the bridge to the mainland now. That let me just find some of my friends that are on the island and just chill for a couple hours till it's daylight. So I called them. They were somewhere in VI, so I went to meet them. And as I was parking my car, you know these agberos that always help you park and collect 200 naira. So, you know, they parked me. And, you know, I was trying to park someone. They said, oh, you can't park here, reverse small, park here. So they parked me in a corner. And as I came down, you know, I arranged my phones and everything and came down. Somebody just slapped me. Bah! I just looked up. I saw 4 guys with guns. And I've never really told this story. I mean, you know, on TV or whatever. So I looked up and I thought they wanted the car. So I said, you know, take the car, take the car. They slapped me again with the gun. Brah! They said, what's your car? Enter. They pushed me into the car, pushed me into the back seat, and then the 4 of them got in the car with me. So there was a guy driving, a guy here, a guy here, a guy here. Everybody, you know, gutted out, you know, fully armed. So and then they peel off. So we're driving, and they're driving really crazy. They're all on all kinds of, you could tell that they're like really high, you know, on all kinds of substances. And so I'm there looking like, that's, you know, what's this? I went to church to bring in the year. Like, how is this happening to me on the first day of the year after the kind of terrible year that I've had? So we're driving and, you know, they're hitting me and, you know, take my shoes, my jewelry, my phones, the money I had on me, everything. They're like, oh, you look like you just came back from America. Where are the dollars? Where are the dollars? I said, which America? I said, I live in Nigeria. So, you know, they're driving, and eventually they're like, oh. So the driver asked the guys at the back that, Sheton? The guy says yes. He says, Jack Belosia, Jack Kalokpa. It means, somebody translates. So, and all of this time, I was very stunned. I was sitting in silence. But then, the minute they said that, I kind of snapped out of it. So I started begging. I'm like, Egbo, Joe, you know, like, you know, you're just trying to beg and plead. And the guy's like, shut up, shut up. If you talk, I'll shoot you in this car. Shut up, shut up. So now they've pulled out on Ozumba, you know, and they're barreling down Ozumba. And I'm like, that this cannot, and then, oh, and you know, Two-Face, I was cool with Two-Face because I'd met him when he came to America. And prior to this happening, you know, I'd been in discussion with him once and he was telling us about the time he got robbed and he got shot. And I'm like, God, they can't shoot me. I'm not built to take bullets, you know what I mean? So I turned to the guy to my right and I'm like, bros, I'm like, you know, I'm speaking to him half my, you know, my Yoruba pronunciation is very dodgy, but, you know, I'm speaking to him. I'm like, you know, look at my face. You know me, you know me. He's like, where do I know you from? I'm like, musician, name me now. Like, I'm a musician. Kinikon, you know, he's like, oh, Orinwoloko, like, what song did you sing? I said, Ebute Meta, like, I'm just naming Mr. Capable. He said, oh, Mr. Capable. He said, Mom, I said, I'm Mr. Capable. He said, oh, yeah, Corin. I'm telling you, true was like, sing. So I'm in the car, giving the best free show of my life. And he's like, so he's got a gun in my face, and I'm singing, from Ebute Meta. And he's like in a drugged up haze, like almost kind of remembering, oh, so this is the guy. So he's like, Jesus. So, so then he just yells out abruptly to the driver. He's like, take this right. So you know where the mobile is on Ozumba. So the driver peels. I literally thought the car was going to tumble. So he peels and we screech, and then he's like, there's another car coming. He's like, let's take him. So he pulls in front of the guy, and then they've got this thing down to a T. The 3 of them hop out. The driver stays in the car with me, and they go and rob this other guy. So now I'm thinking, like, if police come and see all of this happening, they'll just shoot all of us and say they killed 5 armed robbers. So I talked to the driver. I'm like, bros, let me calm down. Like, you guys are operating. He said, if you move, I'll shoot you. If you move, I'll just shut up and sit down there. So I sit down and I watch them rob this other car. So there's a guy and a girl. They rob them, and then they take the key of their car, and then they come back in with me and drive off again. So now I'm like, man, what kind, you know, this is like the worst 40 minutes of my life. So, so then the guy that I was kind of engaging with starts arguing with the driver over, you know, where they're going to go. At this point, I just X'd them. I just started praying. You know, these are the times that the things that your mother instills in you come back. So the guy that I was talking to basically tells the guys, no, let's go down. So they go down illegally Ayorinde. And at the time, it was called VI Extension. There wasn't really a new rule like that. You know, it wasn't really developed. There weren't as many houses. So they're driving down there by that Oniru beach side, and then, where is now Landmark. you know. And so I don't know, we're going, you know, it's a bumpy road, it's sand, it's bushes, there weren't really many houses. So the guy, so I'm just saying my prayers, I don't even answer. So the guy nudges me, and he's like, Kapibu, farabale, we no go kill you. I looked at him. So he pulls up, I don't even know where we were, some bush place, and then he's like, hey, bole, so everybody comes down. Then they're like arranging their spoils, you know, the money that they had made and all of that. So he's like, do you want your car? I'm like, no, I mean, you can have it, it's cool, I just want to go home, you know. And he's like, no, worry, we feel connect Aja from here. So he said, I'll bring the key. So they give him the key. He tosses it behind me, says, enter your car and be going. So now the car, but you know, yeah, imagine like these people have guns, right? And the key is behind me. So you don't really want to turn around because you feel like they want to shoot you in your head. So I like start trying to kind of back up, but keeping them in my sight. And then he says in Yoruba that, I've told you to enter your car and be going, and you're looking at me. That if you want me to make noise now, I can make noise. I just turned around and started looking for my key in the sand. And by the time I found it, like in the bush sand, and looked back, they had disappeared. So, you know, I go home, you know, obviously very shook. Like, this was the scariest thing that had happened. Well, one of the scariest things that had happened to me. And, you know, so I tell my manager, they're like, oh man, sorry, you know. So for like the next few days, I didn't leave the room at all. Like, I was literally shook. Like, I'd never been to something like that. And then one day, this is the part B of the story. So the caretaker of the house comes in with his son. And he's like, sir, we're very, very sorry. We're very sorry. I'm like, what happened? The caretaker's son, because it was the new year, nobody was going anywhere. He had taken my car, driven it, this car that had broken down everywhere, driven it inside the estate, scaled the gutter, and lodged the car in somebody's wall. So now, you know, I've had a terrible year. I'm really, really broke. My music isn't really generating me any money. I've just been robbed, and now I don't have a car. And there's damage to somebody's property. And this was my beginning of the year. So now, I'm trying to paint a picture of my state of mind. So I'm like, man, clearly I should have listened to my mother, that this was the wrong decision for me. Like, who sent me message to come to this country for God's sake? You know, so for maybe a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I barely left my room. Like, I was literally like in my room, just like shell shocked. Like, I didn't have anything to do. And so one day my manager comes in, God bless him, great guy, Shagun Demore. He's like, oh, it's like, Banky, like, I know how you feel. I know it's tough, but you have to channel the energy, man. You've come this far, like, you can't quit now. Like, we've come too far. We've put too much into it. He's like, listen, you have to channel this energy. You have to get into the studio. Just, you know, all this nervous energy, like, just channel it into the studio and make music. Just forget about everything, make music. He's like, I know you don't have any money. Who do you want to work with? I said, oh, it'd be nice to work with Cobams, because I had done something with Cobams before and I liked it. So he's like, you want to work with Cobams? Call Cobams, find out how much it is. I called Cobams up. Cobams is really expensive. It's still very expensive. But I called him. I said, oh, I want to work. You know, they gave me the pricing. I called my manager. I said, this is how much it is. He said, no problem. He went out, borrowed the money from somebody, and came and gave him. He said, go and work with Cobams. And the first song me and Cobams did was Strong Team. And that was the beginning of it just turning around. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that I told you that story to tell you that sometimes you have to go to the darkest night before the morning comes. Like, you have to be at rock bottom before things before some light comes in. You know what I mean? I was this close to saying, you know what? I'm Kukuma, an American citizen. Let me just go back to my job. Shebi, I've tried. Abi? I told my father a year and a half, it's been a year. Let me go back, you know, and just, you know. But if I did, I mean, I wouldn't be here. EME wouldn't be here. The artists that you know that EME has been able to help wouldn't be here. So, you know, and this is one of many stories that have happened to me. I don't want to bore you too much. But, you know, sometimes God lets you go through some things, through some tough times. You will lose. But you don't really lose if you don't quit. Do you understand? You fall down, you don't win the competition, but as long as you keep going, then it's fine. But you only lose when you give up and when you accept that you've been defeated. As long as you keep going and you find a way, the energy to just try one more time. The guy that was it Thomas Edison that did the light bulb? Say he tried 99 times. I mean, that's close to madness. If you try something 99 times and it's not working, you quit now. He said, when they asked him, he said, I didn't count those 99 times as failure. I counted it as 99 times that it didn't work. So that means, okay, it didn't work this way, I'll try another way. Project Fame doesn't work, I'll try another way. This single doesn't work, I'll try another song. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and that's really what I want to tell you guys, is just be encouraged, put 100% forth every time, give your absolute best, and leave the rest to God. And nothing is impossible. I'm a testimony that nothing is impossible. Okay, now that we have done that, it's time for me to be entertained. So I heard this is like what, R&B week or something like that? Or what?
International billboards.
International billboards. Okay, so have you guys been rehearsing? Okay, everybody's going to sing a little bit for me, you know, to pay me back for all of this, my great time that I've spent with you. So, you know, we'll start from this side now, because you have been starting a lot. So maybe just like a little chorus or something from what you've been rehearsing, just so that I hear, so I know what to expect this weekend. Oh, you play the guitar? Nice, nice. Okay, Shola, over to you. Just the chorus, so not the full performance of the stage.
Baby, you know.
Key Sweat, yeah?
Yeah. Baby, I love you so.
I love this song. Ah.
But you don't feel like I do. Tell me, what can I do? Yeah.
But I gotta be
strong.
You give me girl. Hey, I love this song, Jesus.
I thought we were down.
You say you want me.
You say you want me, girl. Oh, you did me wrong.
Take it.
I'm not gonna be for long. You know, you are my lover, baby.
I'm twisted up.
Girl, you got me twisted, baby. I got everything you need tonight, baby.
Oh, fantastic! That's one of my favorite songs. Okay, you're up next. So do you know everybody's song? You're trying now. Well done, well done. Kushe, kushe. Yeah.
My song? It's good. Gonna break the chains around me. I'm gonna learn to fly again. Maybe hard, but I'll do it. Sorry.
Continue, it's fine.
When I'm back on my feet again.
Well, back on his feet, for real.
Soon these tears will all be drying. Soon these eyes will see the sun. Maybe hard, but I'll see it. When I'm back on my feet again. When I'm back on my feet again. Now proud down the street again. And they'll all look at me again. And they'll say that I'm strong.
Nice.
'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, 'cause I give you all of me, yeah, and you give me all of you. Oh, give me all of you.
Nicely done, nicely done.
I know you're sing it off first. Put on your red dress, put on your high heels, and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you. Well, I've done your lipstick and let all your hair down. 'Cause baby, when you get through, I'm gonna show you. Tonight has been a special night. No matter where we go, I'm so proud to be with you. So proud to be your man. Got me saying, my, you sure look good tonight.
You guys are taking me back to America. Hey. Nicely done.
Sure look good tonight.
Nicely done, nicely done, nicely done.
Okay, listen. An F sharp major. So sing it.
Gonna take a little time to think things over. I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm colder. Yeah. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. I can't stop now after I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me.
This is my favorite part. Continue.
Caught up in our time.
When we met, I always knew I would feel the magic of you on my mind constantly. In my arms is where you should be. I love you here with me, baby. You let my love fly free. I want you in my life for all time. Caught up in the rapture of love. Nothing else can compare. When I feel the magic of you,
I think yours is
D.
Baby, since the day you came into my life, you made me realize that we were born to fly. You showed me every day new possibility. You proved my fancy what true love could really be. Let us go to the place only lovers go, to the spot that we never known, to the top of the cloud we flow, to know we. Ooh, it feels so crazy. Oh, this love is blazing. Baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. You got me up so high, so high.
Yo, boy. Hey, man, who's for president? What's it?
Yes, I can play this in the chorus.
I must be crazy now, but when I dream of you, but when I think of you, I long to feel your touch, to whisper in your ear words only, oh, there's time, words only you would hear if only you were mine. I wish I could go back to the very first day I saw you. Should have made my move when you looked in my eyes. 'Cause by now I know that you feel the way that I do. And I'll whisper these words as you lie here by my side.
Hey.
I love you. Please say you love me too. These three words, they could change our lives forever. And I promise you that we'll always be together till the end of time.
A long bow. Yeah? Who's next?
I used to cry myself to sleep at night, but that was all before he came. I thought love had to hurt to turn out right, but now he's here. It's not the same. It's not the same. He fills me up. He gives me love. More love than I've ever seen. He's all I've got. He's all I've got in this world. But he's all the man that I need.
Nicely done. Yeah, I'm going to move into this house with you people, though, just to be listening to this. Go ahead.
I saw you standing, I started pretending I knew you, and you knew me too. And just like a woman, you were too shy but you were the only, 'cause so was I. And I dreamed of you ever since. Now I build up my confidence. Girl, next time you come my way, I'll know just what to say. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know. You want to do this?
I was so high, I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes, the chaos that controlled her mind.
Sing it, boy, God.
Whispered goodbye and she got on a plane, never to return again, but always in my heart. Oh, this love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before. My heart is breaking in front of me, but I have no choice, 'cause I won't say goodbye anymore. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, what should I play for you and sing? Do you want to play?
Oh, you play too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Say you got a fast car. I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we'll make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere, and a place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me and myself, I got nothing to prove. But remember when we were driving in your car, sped so fast, felt like I was drunk. Said the last little right before us, and your arms felt nice around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone.
Fantastic.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell, and love no one could deny. Don't you ever say I just want to break. I will always love you. I can't live my life running for my life. I will always want you. I came like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. Left me bursting in a blazing fall. All you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I just closed my eyes and swore. Left me crashing in a blazing fall. All you ever did was wreck me. You wreck me.
Fantastic. Music is beautiful, right? Me? No, they didn't pay me enough for this. C sharp, C sharp, C sharp. You're the only one for me. Why can't you see it? Said I knew it from the start, say.
Break what's left in my heart.
say you're the only one for me. Why can't you see? Said I knew it from the start. Say, don't break what's left of my heart. See, every time I see your pretty face, my heart skips a beat and I get so weak. Every time I see your pretty smile, heart runs a mile and I get real high. Say, I need you, I love you, I want you here with me. Say, oh babe, oh babe, 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 baby, baby. Say,
I'm only one for me.
Only one for me. Yeah.
Why can't you see?
Oh no, no, no.
I knew it from the start. Don't break what's left of my heart.
Only one for me.
Only one for me.
Yeah, I got, yeah.
Why can't you see?
Said I knew it from the start. Say,
don't break what's left of my heart.
I'm always thinking
you can take it, go ahead. No, we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing, amazing time for me. Hopefully you guys learned something. I had a really good time. None of you, you're all really, really good singers. All of you, every single one of you. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I feel like moving into the house so I can just be, I can be listening to you guys every day. Man, I just want to say good luck, man. Good luck, you know. You know, I don't even want to say may the best person win because you're all really, really fantastic. You know, so keep at it, work hard, you know, and like I said, you know, there's going to be one winner, but, you know, doesn't mean that's the end, you know. Everybody can win. So just good luck. I wish you all the best. I love you guys. I had a great time. You owe this man some money for all this playing that is done for all of you. But I think that's my time, and I'm gonna take off. All right? You're welcome. Yeah, let's hug it out. Let's hug it out. Nice. Nice one. So I'll see you guys this weekend now, because I'll be there. Yemekus. Nice one, bro. All right. Get well soon, man. Sounds great, man. Get well soon, yeah? Chola? Really great. Nice one, bro.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. All right. See ya. Good luck.
Thank you.
No problem. You're welcome.
Project Fame. What a feeling.
Brought to you by MTN.